a lot of teachers really misunderstand what their rights are in the public school. And it's really outlined in the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment in our Constitution. It says that Congress cannot pass any laws establishing a religion or prohibiting the expression of. And so certainly the limitation is that, and the courts have been very clear about this, that a teacher cannot use their position as a government employee, because they're funded with state and federal dollars, to establish their religion in the classroom. But at the same time, the school and any government entity cannot prohibit the expression of religion. And if you really think of what our religion says, it says that first of all we have to love God with all our heart. No school can stop that. And we love our neighbors as well as ourselves. No one can stop us from loving on people. And also that we're to tell people, it's called the Great Commission, we are to tell people about the potential relationship you can have with the God of creation. And no law can stop that. So it's phenomenal. When you start thinking of it that way, that means that it's certainly totally legal and you're protected by law of participating in prayer groups or Bible studies on your campus with your peers. You can certainly do that, just like students can also initiate prayer groups and Bible studies. Teachers can do that too. In the high school that I was principal at, every Monday morning we met with those staff that were interested in doing that. We prayed about the upcoming week. We prayed about our students. We prayed about our personal issues. And we just thanked God for who He was. And it made to start the week from a whole different perspective. That is protected by the First Amendment. We can certainly do that. You can share with students what your faith is. You can be very open. You just can't use your position to cram it down anyone's throat, which is really good, because we have to realize that not all the teachers in our classrooms have that personal relationship with Jesus. There are some that follow after other gods like Allah or other non-existent gods. We don't want to allow others' religions shoved down anyone's throat, but we don't have to hide our religion, and I think that's really what makes the difference. I know that many schools participate in prayer around the pole, really a student-initiated program, but I'll be real honest with you. When I was both high school principal and superintendent, I feel I have a certain responsibility to provide crowd control. So I went out and helped control the crowd of prayers, and I grabbed their hands and certainly joined in prayer. Did I lead it? No, I didn't lead it. Why? Because then I might be establishing my religion for those students. And while I was supported by those public dollars, I didn't want to do that. But it didn't mean I couldn't be there, and it didn't mean that I could encourage them in the behavior that they were involved in. And don't you think when that teacher, when that principal, when that administrator is out there with the students, you're sending a very, very clear message. Now, the clear message that I would also send is that activity is student-driven, because students can establish their religion. They can give out Bibles, they can give out tracts, they can, if other student groups can have announcements or bulletin board space, our Christian students can too. And you know, one of the things that's very true is if you take the Christian educator and the Christian students and you do this, together you have every bit of power. You know, the teacher has the keys, literally, and the students have all of the rights. It's phenomenal what can be done if they work hand in hand. There are many more freedoms in our public schools today than there are restrictions. We just really need to know what they are. And to do that, we at Christian Educators Association have a website that could really be a great resource for you. It's www.ceai.org. And if you go to that website, it gives you all kinds of information and resources. In fact, we even have a page. You go to our legal center, and we have another strategic partnership with Liberty Counsel, and you can ask an attorney any question you want. And something that sometimes doesn't go together, attorney and free of charge. There's absolutely no charge. You just type in your question and your email address. It will go to Liberty Counsel. Their attorneys will study your question, and your answer will be emailed right back to you. Why do we do that? Because there's such a misunderstanding out there about what our rights are. We have phenomenal rights. The courts are even backing our rights.